main reason why you deserve to be happy is because you deserve to be at peace. Welcome or welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist, High Guidance, and that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Now, of course, there's no right or wrong way to heal yourself, so always and only take what resonates, as well as being prepared to grab your pen and your paper and be prepared to take notes. Happiness is a choice. And you have to realize that in order for you to continue to be happy, you have to choose yourself. You have to want to experience happiness. In this video, we're going to go over 5 recommendations on what you can do to contribute into your happiness if you're struggling with it or if you want to just maintain it, as well as the importance on why you should always want to be happy. Starting off with the importance, the main reason why you want to be happy is because what other people and places and things do is not a reflection of who you are. Not just that, you don't deserve to be sad, angry, and frustrated just because other people are sad, angry, and frustrated, and we're here to talk about it. Over here, we inform, we educate, and we motivate, and most importantly, we face our fears. We deal with our problems. You have to realize that you being happy is not a crime. You loving yourself, you wanting to be there for yourself, you taking care of yourself, you being in a good mood, you having desires and experiencing opportunities does not make you a bad person. And speaking from experience, the only time people and places and things have a problem with you being happy is when they're not happy. But unfortunately, and it's not unfortunate to a certain degree, you're not responsible for them. Not your mom, not your dad, not your family, not your kids, not your friends, not your coworkers, not your bosses, not your classmates, not your teachers, not your spouses. You have to start questioning people on why they don't want you to be happy. So if you're smiling, if you do certain things, if you like certain things and people have a problem with it, why do you want to be around them? Now, this doesn't mean that people can't be inspired and people can't have admirations, because there's nothing wrong with thinking somebody is admirable. But it's like if people are not willing to acknowledge that or work on their insecurities and work on their happiness, them going out their way to disturb your peace is problematic and it's unnecessary and it doesn't help you. Avoiding people who are not happy doesn't make you a bad person. And I need you to say that. I need you to affirm that. So on the piece of paper, when you're taking these notes and you're being intentional, write down, me being a good person. Me being happy, doesn't make me a bad person. Me being happy does not make me a bad person. You being happy does not make you a bad person. Put it in the comment section. Us being happy does not make us bad people, because happiness is a choice. Now, some of us were born naturally happy. A lot of us are, but it's not until we experience trauma, trials and tribulations, and toxicity from corruption and confusion in our childhood, from school and our teenage years and adult years. So you do have some people in this world who are more happier than others, but as somebody who was born happy and continues to be happy for the past 28 years, you have to realize that you being happy, like I said, not only doesn't make you a bad person, but when you're happy, you don't have to worry about how people feel towards you, because people that are unhappy, they want other people to be unhappy with them as well. They don't want to see you excited. And I know that may be hard for some people to fathom, but it's not meant for you to understand. The reason why you can't understand why certain people betrayed you or backstabbed you or would not want you to be happy is because you're not meant to be associated with that type of energy. This doesn't make you better than. These people don't have to put you on a pedestal. People don't have to be intimidated by you. But the reason why people feel the way they do is because they're not being honest. When you're happy, when you're at peace with yourself, you live your best life. You do what you want to do, regardless of how people feel. Because once again, if they're not contributing into your life, if they don't finance you, if they don't feed you, they don't support you, if they're not liking, commenting, engaging, and subscribing, they don't hold up any space in your mind. They don't do anything for you. It's not selfish. It's not arrogant. It's not conceited. You deserve to be happy because it's your birthright. The second reason why you should always be happy is because this is your life. Mariah Carey said it best, like, this is your life. Why are you stressed out and overwhelmed at the expenses of other people? And once again, this doesn't mean that people are not going to say and do things to you, because they have. And I'm speaking from experience. This doesn't mean our family members, our friends, the people that are closest to us, our coworkers, our boyfriends, our girlfriends, our wives, even kids are not going to say and do things to try to hurt our feelings. But you know what I realized? If I know I'm being happy, I know I'm being a good person. If I know I'm being loving, this doesn't mean that we're not perfect. But if 100% of the time you mean right by these people and they still want to have a problem with you, you don't need to be in a relationship with them. You don't need to be around them. This doesn't mean that you cutting distance and cutting off certain people and creating space, once again, makes you a bad person. So the first thing you have to do in order for you to continue to be happy is accept the fact that you want to be happy. You have to have an attitude of having confidence, because happiness is you just doing what makes sense to you. You have to be confident. I want you to let me know some things that you like to do in your spare time and on this list that you're supposed to be taking your notes on, because that's what we need to be focusing on moving forward. What do we like to do in our spare time? What makes you happy? What makes you happy? When you figure out what makes you happy, all you have to do now moving forward, like I said, when you watch these videos and you're choosing to be here, is be intentional about the time that you have. You don't have to respond to negativity. And this is something that you have to practice. So like if you weren't taught and shown how to be happy, when you watch these videos, you now have a choice. If I'm triggering you because you have insecurities and demons and internal issues, you have a choice. You ask for a sign, you've been crying, you've been praying, you've been whining. Take it or leave it. Because I'm not going to stop being happy just because other people don't understand happiness or they choose not to, because it is a choice. Just because we go through certain things doesn't mean that we're not going to continue to be happy. And it's like when you know you've always been a good person, when you know you're not out here intentionally hurting, harming people, you don't lose sleep. You will forever be at peace. You don't have to have $1 million. You don't have to have all these things to be content with yourself. I'm not going to say survive, because you do. That's a different topic for a different video. We're talking about happiness here. I'm not going to be one of those people, oh, money doesn't make people happy. I'm not going to say that because I disagree. But anyways, you don't need validation from people to be happy is what I'm trying to say. You don't need permission to exist because those people didn't give you the happiness. That's another reason why I never understood why people would allow certain people, places, and things to take their joy from them. They didn't give it to you. So you mean to tell me you're going to allow your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your cousin, your boyfriend, your coworkers, your bosses, your kids to disturb your peace when they never gave it to you? Because once again, you need to start questioning people. When you're happy and you're minding your business, or you're winning well with these people and they don't want to be in a relationship with you, or they don't want to contribute into your life, how does that affect you? It's selfish for you to care about people who don't care about you. 1 + 1 is 2. 1 + 7 is 8. And that's what you need to continue to do. The fourth thing you have to realize about happiness is that once you are focused on what makes you happy and you realize how other people treat you and you realize what type of person you are, only surround yourself with people who are like that. If that means that you have to be alone, a lot of people, which I don't understand, please somebody let me know in the comment section, because I'm so being for real. A lot of people are like, oh, you know, when you heal yourself, when you join your mental health, what is it called, journey, or you have your spiritual awakening, it's so lonely. How is it lonely when you're at peace? You see, a lot of people are so used to corruption and confusion, and it's just like you've been alone this entire time. Like me personally, I will be happy and alone if I have to be. I'd rather be happy and alone. Like, nobody talk to me. Don't call me on my birthday either. Like, don't come to my funeral. All tea, all shade. Like, how you not happy when you know you're alone? I'd rather be alone and be happy than to be around a whole group of people who never want to be happy and they don't want me to be happy. I don't care. Why are you upset because you have to be alone? That's the happiness. You knowing who you are, you having the freedom, because if you really are that girl, if you really are that guy, and I am going to go there, you having the freedom to do what you want means you have control of your life. You have authority other than God, ancestors, universe. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You know what you believe in. I'm not here to force religion or spirituality, but it's just like once you've been separated, once you've been removed, once you're in your isolation period, once you realize that you want to heal yourself, you want to elevate, you want to change your ways, you want to let go of certain people, places, and things, you have the freedom to create the reality that you want. Why do you want to hang around people who don't even like you just because you're bored or you feel lonely? That's not happiness. That's misery. And it's unfortunate that a lot of people are willing to surround themselves with people, places, and things who don't mean them any well, just for them to say that they have somebody there. That's not happiness. There are people who are happy. I'm one of those people. That's why you see people on YouTube and social media who are living the life that you want. They're happy. It's possible. Now, just because it's not familiar, it may not be in your community, doesn't mean that you can't reach it, doesn't mean it's not obtainable. But you have to realize, if it's not in your community, if you don't have family, friends, if you don't know, you got to separate yourself. You have to do what you need to do. Happiness is a choice. That's why a lot of people are miserable. People would rather choose to be unhappy because sometimes people don't want to sit with themselves. And that's going to be a different topic for a different video. But it's just like, some people don't even want to sit with themselves. Me personally, I'm at an age where it's just like, I can't afford to be around people who can't sit with themselves. Unless they're like children. And a child to me is like 5 years old or even younger. Well, toddlers, I guess, are like 3, 4, 5 to like 18. It's okay. It's like, okay. 5 to 18 years old, I consider them to be young children. 20 to 25, you're a young adult. 25 and up, you're grown. You're grown. So it's just like, you don't want to wait till you're 30, 40, 50 years old. No. And if you are that age, you still have time. Do not allow your life to go by just because other people have done and said. Because I'm telling you right now, those people, especially when they're miserable, that's what they want. I've had people sabotage me. I've had people spread rumors and lie and gossip. Some of them have passed away. That's their karma. All tea, all shade. Some of them have been removed. Some of them lost a lot of things. Some of them are going through the things they try to put through me. It's not my business to speak on it. It's not my business to judge them. But it's just like, what goes around comes around. And so it's just like, when you radiate good energy, you put out good energy comes back to you. But you're not lonely. You're not lonely. And I had to realize, had I would have known quicker, I would have been detached myself from a lot of people, places, and things. I could have been avoided certain situations, but instead of beating myself up or just constantly getting mad, just realize, you know what? I did certain things because I made certain choices at that time based off of what I knew and who I knew. It's not the end of the world. So it's like, you know what? If people were mean to you and you were bullied, you were touched on, because all of us, like I said, we all have a sad story to tell, but you can't tell your story if you allow those people, places, and things to have control over you. Like, I've had people do things and say things like I said. It's a reflection of them. I'm not going to stop being happy just because other people hate them. That has nothing to do with me. Especially, like I said, you're not out here doing things to people. Now, if you're out here just causing confusion, corruption, and division in people's life, you're going to deal with your consequences one day or another. Karma is real. Because it's more than just a frequency. It's more than the energy. And if you know, the power of the tongue is also real too. But that's a different topic for a different video. We obviously have a lot of different topics for different videos for different days. But moving forward, choose to be happy. So I want you to let me know what makes you happy. That's your homework assignment. That's your challenge. If you're new here, we have homework assignments. We have challenges where I challenge you guys to watch these videos because it's an educational video to let me know what makes you happy. So usually we have topics or challenges or just questions, that's going to help with the engagement as well as let me get to know you guys as well as me getting to know you. But it's just like, what makes you happy? What makes you happy? And how does happiness make you feel? And most importantly, let me know in the comment section, like I said, somebody let me know. Why would you want to surround yourself with people who try to take away your happiness? Why? Why do you want to be around them? Oh, because I don't have no friends. So you mean to tell me you don't really like yourself? You don't really love yourself, that you can't sit with yourself? Because if you're really happy, does it matter if you're alone? Because here's the thing. You could be alone. You could be happy. And you could work on yourself. And then you could get the things that you want. You could get to where you need to be. But if you're hanging around people who don't want you to be happy, you're not going to get there. You're not going to get there. If you want to get married, if you want to have healthy friends, if you want to start a business, if you want to be a content creator, you want to lose weight, you want to gain weight, you want to go back to school, if you have goals and desires, you are not going to be able to achieve them if you have certain people, places, and things who are not meant to be a part of your journey attached to you. I'm telling you from experience. And you think it's hard because you have attachment issues. You think it's hard because you have codependency issues. You may think it's hard because you're insecure. Over here, we work on these things. I don't surround myself with those type of people, and you're not going to be one of those type of people. When you choose, like I said, to watch these videos, when you choose to subscribe, like I said, it should be intentional. It should be intentional because what are you doing with your time? When you're happy, you're mindful of your time, you're mindful of your energy, and you could be happy around other people. Not just that, if you don't feel safe and seen and heard, why are you there? Really answer these questions. And if you are somebody who, has insecurities and you don't feel comfortable, on this piece of paper, answer the questions. Why do you feel like you have to dim your light just to make other people feel comfortable when they don't do the same for you? Because it's different. Now, if you have people that love you and appreciate you and support you and they want you to be happy, they want you to be seen, they don't judge you, they allow you to take up space, okay, cool. Those are your people. But if they're not doing the following things, for what? And the best thing you could do when dealing with people who are miserable is just identify who you are. See, when you are alone, when you are separated, when everything does fall apart, because sometimes you have to lose things and gain things, or you just have to be separated because you're not meant to be attached in the first place, you realize, you know what? Maybe I have some things I need to work on, or maybe I need to continue to just be this way. When you figure out who you are, when you're sitting with yourself and you realize that you want happiness and you choose happiness, you realize, you know what? Is this even worth my time and my energy? Does this person really deserve a reaction out of me? And 100% of the times, once you realize, you know what? If I'm sitting here being a good person to myself and I'm not intentionally trying to disturb anybody's peace, oh well. And it could be with your family members. It could be with your friends. It could be with your coworkers. It could be with your husband or your wife. But once again, you need to start evaluating the relationships and the connectionships that you have with people, because that also too can help you determine your happiness. Don't allow a bad day, don't allow certain circumstances to determine the rest of your entire life, because you are going to go through things in life. Over here, like I said, we're really honest, or what people say transparent, which is like, it's not transparent if you really, like I said, you really claim to be a certain type of way. I don't do the fake it until you make it. I don't believe in that, because it's fake. If you have to fake it until you make it, you're going to be fake. And when it's time for you to hit that stage, you're not going to be able to hit that stage because it was capped the entire time. We're real, we're honest, we're vulnerable. It may take time for you to learn how to be happy, especially, like I said, you grew up in confusion and corruption and division. That's cool, but it's like, you're here, you're watching these videos, you don't have an excuse. You don't have an excuse. You're going to take the information, you're going to take the notes, but because you're not here just to see me. If you're here just to see me, you can follow me on my other Instagram. It's Tiana. Isn't my real name? Hold on. What's my other Instagram? Because I know y'all probably want to follow me on my Instagram. Oh, no. But that's my real name. You can follow me at my other Instagram, my personal Instagram. It's Ty, Tyigoddes, Ty Goddess, because that's what I am. If you guys want to follow me there, okay? Or my other personal YouTube, or my other personal TikTok. All my main mental health, naturopathic, healing, motivational content, and what is it called? Social medias are going to be in the description, as well as my website if you want to book a service and session. But anyways, enough about me. Back to you, because it's not about me. Like, it's only about me because I care about you and I'm here to support you like you're supporting me, but I'm here to support you. It's not about me. I am happy every day. And speaking from experience, as somebody who's been happy, will always be happy, will never stop being happy, you can't care about how people feel when they don't bring you happiness. Like, these people, I'm letting you guys know, the people who thought they were bigger than the pot, like the people who will go out their way to let you know, like, that they really just admire you for real, and who are prideful, because that's what it be a lot of times. That's all they do, is just let you know that they're prideful. And it's just like, if you think somebody does something that you like, say that. I have so much more respect for people who acknowledge that they have insecurities and that they're fearful, or maybe they feel insecure or envious. Why? Because it's just like, you could fix it. But to sit here and just be mean to people and hurt and harm people intentionally, and just to treat people and hold things over their heads, I don't deal with that. And neither should you. And whatever I want for myself, I want for my audience. You feel me? Happiness is something that you need to learn to, like, contribute. So it's just like your homework assignments, and your homework assignments are due in the next video in the comment section, or whenever you just get the chance to respond in the comment section in this video or whatever video. But let me know, you guys, that's why you see me look this way. Let me know what makes you happy, and what can you do to start embracing happiness, and answering why are you surrounding yourself with people who don't allow you to be happy. Over here, we challenge you to think. Don't limit yourself just because, and I'm telling you, the more you can practice being happy, the more you realize what makes you happy, the more you realize who doesn't allow you and doesn't want you to be happy, the more you separate yourself. I'm telling you, the happier you are going to be as a person. This doesn't mean that you're not going to have days. This doesn't mean you're not going to go through things. But I'm telling you, the more you practice something, the more you get into the frequency, the more you can align yourself with who you want to be and where you want to be. But if you're too worried about being around people because I don't want to be lonely. Oh, brother, oh, sister, like, y'all got to get it together. Like, what do you mean? Why do you, like I said, I'm a very analytical, logical person. That's why I became a naturopathic physician. Why would you want to be around people who don't even want you to be happy? Like, why? All because that's your mom, that's your brother, that's your sister. If they love themselves, if they were happy, don't you think they would want you to be happy? And you have to realize that people who are genuinely happy don't have a problem with you taking up space and pouring into you and giving. Like, it's not hard. It's really not that hard. Like, it's not that hard. And it's like when you have a certain level of respect, because I believe, confidence, respects, happiness, it's all, tied into your character. You're going to be like, you know what? I don't deserve to be around people who mistreat me. I don't deserve to be around people who want to start problems. I don't deserve to be around people who pick and choose. Like, I don't deserve that. So I need you to start affirming daily that you're allowed to be happy. You're allowed to do things that make you happy. And the people who are going to get it are going to get it. And those who don't are not. So with that being said, choose to be happy. Start doing things that make you happy. Figure out what happiness looks like to you. And just start asking yourself, anytime you're dealing with confrontation, and if you have people that you claim that you care about and love you and you think, because a lot of times, that's going to be a different topic. A lot of times we care about people, we like people, they don't like us. But if they claim they like you like they say they do, just ask them, well, why wouldn't you want to be happy? Why wouldn't you want to change? When you're in a relationship, it shouldn't be one-sided. It should be two-sided. So it's just like mutual. If you're asking people to do certain things to make you happy and it makes both of you all happy when they want to do that for you, like if you could think of somebody that you love, if they love you like they said they love you, which you may have a rude awakening and you realize they don't feel the same way about you, they would be willing to do the same thing. If I wanted to see you happy, wouldn't I do things that make you happy? Or if you tell me something makes you uncomfortable, if you tell me something, makes you feel some type of way, why would I not want to fix that? Why would I not want to address it? Why would I not take that into consideration? Only somebody who really does not want you to be happy is not gonna, and I'm telling you. And it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be obviously the people that are closest to you because strangers don't know you. But it's just like, if you don't open your eyes are going to be shut one day. And at that point, it's going to be too late. So it's just like, choose to be happy. Don't allow, like I'm telling you guys, don't allow nobody. Especially, like I said, if you're an adult. Like I said, if you're 28, 30 years old and older. Because at that point, you see, my audience is all over the place. Grown adults, I talk like a grown woman. And that's a conversation a lot of grown people don't want to have. Young people, so 20 to 27, 25. Okay? And then to, like I said, the children, 5 to 18, I talk to them like such. Same thing. So it's just like, unless you have maturity, because your age doesn't define your maturity. It's your character and your mindset. But everything speaks for itself. Energy speaks for itself. So it's just like, I do hold people that are older to a certain standard because it's just like they're aware. Young people have to be taught certain things. And then, like I said, from 20 to 27, like that's when you figure out, okay, like that's when you start to realize what what you want to do. At 30, you know better. You know better. And if you choose not to, like I said, SMH. That means shaking my head, okay? So thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for engaging. It's been over a year and a month since I've been posting on this channel consistently. I have over 350 videos. I'm proud of myself and I'm proud of you all for liking, commenting, engaging, and like I said, just building this connectionship with me, with you, by doing the best and becoming the best version of yourself. You guys, my leg is like itching, my back. So I'm going to make that in the next video. So whatever questions you guys have, feel free to let me know in the comment section. as well as what topics and what videos, other than the DMs that I've been getting on Instagram. I wish I could show you guys, but make sure you guys follow me. Like I said, Ty_guidance, TY_guidance. All the information will be down in the description box below, as well as all my other social media platforms. And just let me know what you guys want to talk about. And for those of you who are booking your service and your sessions, make sure you guys are reading your email confirmation so there's no confusion, as well as reading the policies so you know like what time and etc. and what to expect in these services. They are virtual because I've had this since 2020 when COVID was around, so I've been keeping it like that. Eventually I do want to change it back to how it was, but as of right now, all appointments are still virtual just because like that's just been convenient to do. But yeah, and make sure you guys are following me on, like I said, my Instagram and on TikTok, because I will be going live a lot more this summer, answering you guys' questions, comments, concerns until we reach our goal here on YouTube, which we're going to be reaching any day now. But I love you guys. I appreciate you. Don't let nobody stress you out. Remember, if they don't finance you, they don't feed you, they don't pour into you, they don't deserve to get a reaction out of you. They don't deserve a reaction out of you. Say that before you click off this video. They don't deserve a reaction out of you. Okay? See you later. Peace. Thanks for watching.